How you discovered you had this sense?
Well, before my husband was diagnosed, a good 5 to 6 years before, I recognised a change in his smell. It was quite a musky smell, but as he was an anaesthetist in a closed environment in theatre and working long hours, I just thought it was an increase in sweat, but he'd already got the tiredness by then. And it wasn't until we moved back to Perth that when I was in a room with other Parkinson's people with Parkinson's, that I realised they also had the smell.
So it's a musky smell that you identify with?
Yes.
And had you ever thought that you had a particularly sensitive sense of smell anyway?
I knew I did have a sensitive sense of smell, yes, because I could smell things that other people didn't.
Well, Professor, help us with the science behind this.
So smell is molecules that move through the air. We call them volatile molecules. That means they easily get out of surfaces, skin, and move through the air, and that's what we smell. So what we do is we detect molecules. So Joy approached our team and said, can you tell me what I smell? And we can. So we have noses. They're somewhat more sensitive than Joy's nose, but they can't discriminate as well. So what we do is what we're measuring is something called a metabolite. Metabolites are molecules that are excreted all over our body and in all of our biological processes. And the subject we use to study them is called metabolomics, and we look at all of the molecules that come off. So when we started to look into the smell, we did a study where we took some people, some with Parkinson's and some without, and made them wear T-shirts. We then gave the T-shirts to Joy to distinguish between them, and she was 100% right.
Every time?
Every time. We then took these T-shirts and we extracted the molecules from them, and we looked at the different molecules, and we also could distinguish a different fingerprint or signature, a different set of molecules from people with Parkinson's and people without.